Greetings to you all, and welcome to this broadcast. It is my hope that you can see and you can also hear clearly. You can see that we're having a black hat day, a black hat moment, one that is certainly warranted. So as you join the broadcast, let me know whether you can see, you can hear clearly, and hear clearly as a matter of fact. Let me speak to Madam Anasie. Let me address your parents. Of course, the PPP Civic Administration, including Vindhya Prasad, because you all don't know when to stop. I am convinced that you don't know when to stop. And as long as you don't know when to stop, you'll always do more than you should. As you join the broadcast, let me know whether you can see and can also hear clearly, please. This is not the People's Movement broadcast. This is me. The Black Hat Movement, because I always tell you this Black Hat represents systems. And systems in this country are destructive in reference to what you call the common man, the small man, the ordinary man, the average Guyanese. Systems are in place in this country to destroy your rights and to protect the bourgeoisie, to protect the big boys, to protect the who's who. Facebook, block me from now, because if you make this broadcast get to the end, people would have heard me say exactly what I want to say. So what you do after doesn't matter to me. Fine. While you sing and hearing clearly, tag the Ministry of Human, I think it is, Human something and Social Services. That one. Vindhya Prasad. Tag the Child Care Protection Agency for me, please. Because we're going to have this conversation today. Ministry of Human and Social Services, that's the name. Child Care Protection Agency, tag them. Finally, you should be tagged first of all. Because I keep telling you that Bharat Jagdeo, be it inadvertently or whatever it is, will ensure, based on his behavior that I'm seeing, and this is my viewpoint, he is going to ensure that your legacy is the worst. And I asked Ravi Dev why. I always tell you that. You ask Ravi Dev and he tell you exactly why Jagdeo will do what he's doing to you. Now, thank you for tagging. So, Madam, tag Priya too. Priya Malik Chan. And the Ministry of Education. Madam Anasie is seen on a video that's been published by They Break News, which is critic Mikel Rodriguez. I do not know who advised this girl, possibly coerced this girl, or whatever you did. But at the end of the day, at the end of it all, for heaven's sake, I keep telling y'all, act as if you have sense. Forgive the background noise, because I'm in my truck, as you can see. Act as if y'all have sense. You are making life worse for this child. You, Anasie, are creating hell for yourself. And let me tell you from now, at the onset of this broadcast, I have two options. I can stand with you. I can stand with you. That's not any fake girl. I can stand with you and I can seek to walk you through this and for you to be strong. Or I can leave it to yourself. because you're not a 5-year-old. You are a minor, but you're not 5 years old. And if as a 16-year-old child, whose name is attached to such heinous acts in reference to a complaint, Charlene said, let's pray for her. No, I don't do that. No, dear, not me. Don't do it. Not here. No. No. There's no pray for her here. There's a fight involved that prayer doesn't solve. There are two options. I can leave it to yourself because you're not 5 years old. You are old enough to demonstrate to people that you understand certain things in this life. You are not a 5-year-old. You don't have to be 25 years old to be grateful. Now, you sitting here, as I said, Guyanese critic Michael Rodriguez published something, a video of sort, with you in it, and you there issuing a statement. And your statement includes, to some extent, disrespect for people who stood up for you. I don't care who pressure anybody. There is a limit to which you go when you deal with people. So let me take you step by step. Hopefully, you will understand now. Even if you had to do this to save your family, you will understand now the serpents, the snakes, the pigs, and the dogs that you're dealing with in reference to this situation. These people are not ordinary people, and I think you've dealt with them enough to know that. They are not ordinary creatures. They are some of the most destructive elements in this nation. And you don't seem to know what you're dealing with. So I'm going to tell you on this Black Hat Day what you and your parents are dealing with. First of all, let me start with your statement in your video here. Sherwin said, don't forget she's a little girl. No, don't do that today. I have a 16-year-old child. And if you listen to that little girl speak, she's not any little girl. None of y'all will come on my broadcast this morning and make excuses for somebody. I have a 16-year-old daughter. I was 16 years old. And there's no one who could tell me that anybody could pressure me. Me. Or my child. Into speaking like I don't have sense. Now, let me start with y'all who saw the video. Let me start with you who saw the video. Did you see any adult sitting beside this child in the video? Let me ask y'all Guyanese who have, this is a Black Hat Day. On the Black Hat Days, I speak to people who have sense. If you're a jack donkey and a grass-eating PvP supporter, don't come on my broadcast because I'm not talking to you. I will ignore you. I'm asking you a question here. This person sitting here saying the Anasie Fredericks, the girl involved in Dharmalall situation, did you see any adult sitting beside this child? No, fine. Did you hear her make mention of any adult being present at the time when she's talking to this person on camera? No. Answer me straightforward here. On video, do you see any adults beside the child? No. Did you hear make mention that my parents are here or someone who's next of kin is here beside me as I'm speaking to you? No. Did you see anybody or hear anybody in the video say, this Anasie Fredericks is my ward or my child? I am here as an adult responsible for this girl and I am therefore allowing her to make this statement. No. Did you see any attorney sitting there saying this is my client? Her parents have requested my services or retained my services. I am therefore sitting here to make or allow this child to make a statement which was already or which is based on my advice, legal advice. Did you see that? No. Did you see Critic, they break news issue any what is called a caveat to say that this girl has been nowhere been pressured, coerced, or asked to speak in the absence of adults who should have been live on the broadcast? Fine. Okay. So to all that you said, no. This, therefore, if you don't understand Anasie Fredericks and your family, this can cause Child Protection Agency to come for you right now. Nandalal isn't talking to you, apparently. Sanjeev Dattadin may not be speaking to you. And I'm calling names who like to jump forward and represent people. They may not have told you what you're playing with here. You, madam, can have Child Care Protection Agency come and pick you up right now. Because according to law, Missy, you are considered at 16 years old incapacitated by age. I don't know the fancy legal term. I'm telling you the term is essentially. According to your age, you are incapable of making a statement by yourself. They didn't tell you that you're being set up to make Dharmalall look as innocent as possible, and you are going down the drain if they want to deal with you. So you were sitting there and you were reading some statement. Good? You're reading something. Now, whether somebody set you up and forced you to read it, that's another story. And that's not my focus here. You sat there and you were reading up, obviously, and you ensure that you are certainly seeking to make reference to the statement with Comrade Shivbaran, the inspector, the superintendent at Region 2, who signed his name to say that he took a statement from you. You don't realize what you did. Because you've now incriminated a superintendent of police. Superintendents don't take statements in the absence of report. They don't take statement, period. Somebody is setting you up to make yourself look like a real fool. And to dig a deep hole for you that you won't get out of easily. So madam, you need to understand that the fact that you said that you made a statement, you said it, in the presence of Comrade Shivbaran, you have incriminated him because his role is not to take a statement from you. There is no report made at the station. So how he took a statement in the absence of a report? There is no complaint filed at the station. There's what you call an occurrence statement, a report. When did you show up? In whose company did you show up? Why did you show up? What was the complaint made? Which officer took the complaint from you? Now, you have this man, Comrade Shivbaran, as superintendent of police, being made to, in the eyes of anybody who knows the law, to have acted in a manner that is not that is contrary to protocol and law. So you said, you, madam, said that you gave Chef Baran the statement. You said that. Nobody asked you to say it. You said it. Now, what you have to tell us, Anasie Fredericks, is you seem to forget that when that statement that Chef Baran, the police superintendent, took, when he took that statement, Madam, Dharmalall was not arrested. Little girl, Dharmalall was not arrested. Dharmalall was not put on bail. Child Care Protection Agency did not come for you. So now let's go to the next part. Dharmalall was not arrested. When you said that you issued a statement with Chef Baran, the police superintendent, Dharmalall was not arrested. So now your statement would have come forward. And we took to the streets even more to protest. Good? Now, when I stood in front of State House, madam, it was the evening after that. It was the evening after that that Vindhya Prasad said that should you issue statements and so on, if the police request, they're prepared to act. That's what Vindhya Prasad's ministry said. Child Care Protection Agency said they are prepared to act as long as you have a report filed and the police know what they have to do. When I stood in front of the State House, madam, the evening the police force said that if you make a report, they shall have Dharmalall, according to law, he has to be arrested. And the investigation has to commence. Missy, why didn't you say then that the statement is already with Comrade Chef Baran and you don't need any investigation? Okay, so Donkey 1, Kevin Lorimer, and Donkey 2, Cordell Jones decided to Lorimer issue some report as to what played out. As if you were kidnapped by Child Care Protection Agency. You are putting yourself in a hole that you will not get out of easily. I'm telling you again. I'm telling you again, the system of this country has worked against you to the point where you have now become your worst enemy. You. So, let me tell you further, Missy, what you did to yourself. So if you told us that once you issue this, please share this broadcast. I don't know me asked to do that, but share this one here. Let this one go as far as it has to go. When you issued your statement, according to what you said is your statement, to Comrade Chef Baran, the police superintendent, madam, it was after that that Dharmalall was arrested. Now hold on. He could only be arrested if you make a report. That's what the police said. So you, Missy, had to have made a report to the police after you told Comrade Chef Baran that this thing never happened and that you believe in God, according to what you said is your statement, and you don't want to go to hell when you die, so you're telling the truth. If that is the case, then Missy, you need to tell us all how Dharmalall got arrested after you told Chef Baran this never happened. Tell us, since you think somebody's stupid here. And those you say I'm being too hard on Anasie, let me tell you this. I have a 16-year-old child. And this is how I talk to my own daughter. So you're not more important than my child. If I know how a 16-year-old functions, I have studied child psychology. I didn't figure out how children function. I have studied child psychology in college. You are not a stupid child. So if you, Missy, told Kamrat Shivbaran days prior that this never happened, I want you to tell me how Dharmalall got arrested. Because according to the Ghana police force, they said after protesting in front of State House, they said the night that if you come forward, you, with a report, they will act. The next day he was arrested. In a sham arrest where he was free to walk in the station, no handcuffs, walk in, and he walked out on $1 million station bail. Missy, you need to tell us, please. You need to tell us, please, how in the world he was put on station bail. Tell me. You tell me. Where in the world can the police put anybody on $1 million bail if you have not made a report? Because like you're adding good. They want you to look just as stupid as you make yourself appear right now. How in the world could you be put on, Dharmalall be put on 1 million, not 1,000, not 10,000, $1 million this man had to find? Or some surety of some sort. Based on what? So you mean to tell me, Missy, you are to tell me and any right-thinking creature that in something as serious as a rape and buggery claim, you went to Kamrat Shivbaran, said this never happened. I believe in God and I won't be punished when I die. And in the presence of my parents, I'm saying this never happened. And that's a statement. Because Shivbaran knows that you have to have parents present. So you ensure that my parents are present. You in front of critic now, they're breakthroughs or wherever it is you issue a statement or send it to. And there's no parent. Additionally, Missy, you need to tell us why. Tell us why in your so-called video statement, because people need to see you now. So you're putting a face to what you said. And you here before us saying, this is your face. But you forgot that in Essequibo, you said your parents were right there. This time, you haven't said anything to your parents being there. Huh? Let me tell you again, madam, as a 16-year-old, and let me tell your parents this, as a 16-year-old, according to the laws of Guyana, you are incapacitated by age. You don't have the legal age to make any statement that's considered acceptable in law. Therefore, madam, all that you said in the video, according to the laws of Guyana, goes into a garbage bin. Because according to the law, you are not of age to talk for yourself. If you have a case in court, if you don't know, you cannot show up to the court by yourself as a 16-year-old girl to answer any question. None. Let me help you. If you have a case in court now, if this matter went to court, you couldn't show up for 1 day in the court without an adult dealing with you, being present at all times. Oh, but critic, of course, whoever, maybe you recorded and sent it to him. Because I don't think critic would be so stupid to ask you questions in the absence of your parents. Or to make you talk in the absence of your parents. According to the laws of this country, whatever you said in that video is null and void. In essence, you haven't even spoken because no adult was present with you. You did not announce the presence of an adult. No adult introduced you as a child saying, this is my ward. This is my child. She's in my care and I gave her permission to talk. Now you are at the mercy of Jagdio, Irfan, Dharmalall, Vindhya Prasad. You. That's where you have yourself right now. At the mercy of Dharmalall. I'm waiting to see Nigel Hughes make a statement. Where's Nigel? Has anybody seen Nigel Hughes? To tell me this is how the system functions here? So you, I proceed. You, who was in this video, are saying that somebody named Nigel Dharmalall would have been arrested and put on station bail. You can only be put on station bail if there is a report before the police. If there is a complaint before the police. You can only be placed on, an individual can only be placed on station bail if there is a report made to the station, there is, to some extent, a statement in there, written or video. There has to be a statement present. Okay. So I'm to take it that you are knowledgeable of systems and you would act in such a stupid manner? Huh? Dharmalall could never be made to go to the police at Brigdam. More so, Dharmalall went and found Nigel Hughes. He didn't find, what's his name? Nandalal. He didn't choose Sanjeev Dattadin. He didn't choose Gunraj or Gadraj. No! No. He went for Nigel Hughes. You remember that? And Nigel Hughes made a statement, madam, that you don't seem to understand, because now I'll take it you understand. Nigel Hughes says that Dharmalall has to be presumed innocent. Innocent of what? He has to be presumed innocent of a complaint, of a report, of an allegation. Made by whom? Oh, you feel some rumshop law in everything in Guyana? Now, the PPP has no respect for the law. The leaders of the PPP do whatever they want. The PPP will make you believe Guyana has no law. But I'm telling you, girl, that Guyana has laws. And there's certain basics in law that you don't avoid. So if anybody finds you and puts you before a camera, or you find yourself before a camera, and you start talking as a Anasie Frederick, I'll address you as a Anasie Frederick. I don't care if it's some fake person and no, I don't care. I'm saying to you that if you go before the camera and say you are a Anasie Frederick, I'll address you as a Anasie Frederick. And I'm telling you today that if you ever think that Nigel Hughes would stand there and say that Dharmalall has to be presumed innocent. He has to be presumed innocent. Good? Do you know what that means? It means there had to have been a report made to the police. A lawyer doesn't stand up and say, my client has retained my services. There's no report now. My client has retained my services and he's innocent until proven guilty. Or he has to be presumed innocent. Innocent of what? The legal retainer has to be made because there is a complaint at the station. There is a report made to the police that you were raped and buggered. That's the only way this could happen. And in the midst of this, in the midst of all of this, in the midst of all of this, you are sitting there before a camera, apparently forgetting what are called sequence of events, or a timeline, or the chronological order of things. You forget that there are video reports of your name being involved. There are media reports. There's police record that for Dharmalall to get bail, your name or somebody named Anasie Fredericks had to be involved. Now I'm getting to the best part. Hopefully they don't block me before I get to the best part. Now, Child Care Protection Agency had to have you in custody. They said protective custody. Now, you were taken from your parents. You said that you were taken from your parents. You. And Donkey Larimer said that some PNC operative went into your community and dragged you out essentially and gone with you from your parents. And you telling me that your parents sat right there and watched the beautiful Anasie be taken away. Not true? Let me talk again with you. Now say go. That don't make sense to you? That your parents would sit there and watch. Now remember, you did nothing. Nobody did anything to you. And your parents sat in their house and watched Child Care Protection Agency come and carry you away for a whole 2 weeks. What kind of parents you got? What creatures do you have called parents? No. Let me get this straight. You have a mother and a father. And according to stupid Kevon Larimer, operatives of the PNC who work for Child Care Protection Agency came into your village and took you away, saying that you're mentally stressed out because of what happened. They took you away because they know that you're going too much because of this fake profile, and the person who made the profile would have recorded some report and made a report about Dharmalall burglary them and so on. And so they came to collect you since you're under stress. And your ma and your pa would sit in a house and watch you be carried away, taken away for 2 weeks or more. And these people have said nothing. What kind of parents are you presenting to the public? Listen to me, your video is now viral. So all of us saw that you indirectly would have said that somebody could take you out to your parents' house and they would be quiet. But at the same time, an attorney with the repute, with the reputation of Dr. Dexter Todd. I can't talk about Ramchitan's reputation, but Dr. Todd's reputation and Ramchitan, who stepped to represent you, were told that your parents sought their counsel. For what? What did your parents... Why did Dr. Todd? Why would Dr. Dexter Todd sit and be interviewed by the Caribbean and make complaints that they're not allowed to see your clients, who your parents, his client, they can't see their client because you're the client and they want to talk to you? About what? What? Tell me, child, What do they want to talk to you about? Huh? About how Tapakuma looks? About whether the Tapakuma warm or not? They want to talk to you about how fish tastes? Whether you eat lokanani or pirai? What do they want to talk to you about? Why would Dexter Todd and Mr. Ramjatan make complaints that they're not allowed to speak to you, their client? Talk to you about what? What? Can you take the risk of telling us what they want to talk to you about? Please, y'all, share this broadcast. I beg you to share it. Share it. Please. So now, Dharmalall, in the midst of all of this, told Irfan Ali, according to the, now we've gone to the president now. We're getting to the story getting sweeter here now by the minute for you, Anasie. The president of this country said that Dharmalall told him, not I realize didn't tell you anything about the letter. I'm not talking about any letter here. I have said not a word about any letter. Now, madam, the president of this country said that Dharmalall told him that he's going on administrative leave so that there can be a thorough and independent investigation. Missy, Anasie, that is what Irfan Ali said. Irfan Ali said that there's going to be a thorough investigation and the innocent, ignorant of all things wrong, Dharmalall, said that, listen, I'm going on admin leave. Now, while Dharmalall is on this so-called admin leave, which members of parliament don't have, but he has one. He got it. Did you, during that time, come forward with a statement to say that you maintain that this never happened? So you sat and watched while in child care protection custody. You watched Dharmalall proceed and leave. And you said nothing. Your parents didn't come forward to say my child is being held here in this place, because by now, after a whole week, you should know that this was never about any counseling. Remember Blossom Foundation interviewed you too? Remember that? After you issued your so-called statement this Sunday? So Blossom Foundation has video evidence, apparently it should be, of you saying exactly what led to this man being arrested. Or they should have video of yours saying it never happened. Because Child Care Protection Agency cannot coerce you to talk to Blossom Foundation if you come for counseling. If you came out because a fake account has gone to you, you said the account, I never knew the account you used to type, but you said a fake account, type this letter. If a fake account, type the letter, and you're now in Blossom Foundation being interviewed, what did you tell them? Because Child Care Protection Agency, according to you, what Kevin Lorma said, is that you were taken away from your family because they say you have to have counseling since you're stressed about this whole situation. So did you sit before what's her name, Blossom Foundation, and say, listen, I came here for counseling with Child Care Protection Agency because I'm stressed of a fake account? No, you didn't do that. When I'm done here, I hope that Child Care Protection Agency comes to pick you up today and teach you exactly what your stupidness will cause you. Maybe then you're going to understand when Dharmalall leaves you by yourself in a hole. Then your family will understand what they're playing with here. And I call on Child Care Protection Agency to collect this child now. Because we need to know what made her go before this camera and say what she said. This is where she's in danger. Who are the adults behind this? Vinaya Prasad, I told you I'd call your name in a minute. You need to make sure, I don't care what part of the world you're in vacationing, you'd better make sure that we get to the bottom of this video here, and we need to know why this girl has incriminated your agency. Find her now. And deal with her according to law. More than that, what you don't know, Madam Anasie, you're 16. So they can't deal with you, they'll deal with your parents. Since you think you're smart, your parents will have to answer for you. You're 16 years old. So let's see what your mother and father will say as to who made you go behind this camera and say what you said. Further, and you all stay with me, share the broadcast because it gets worse after this. So Ali said this man is on vacation. Dharmalall is on leave because it's an investigation. In the midst of the investigation, Ali travels and gone is where he went. Then he said to us, he's in Trinidad. What is now? Because Dharmalall, we were protesting, Dharmalall must go. I said it, that there's no way that he should be called any minister of anything in this country. He should not be called any minister or any member of parliament. He has to go. Dharmalall then, Ali said he's in Trinidad. And while he's there, Ali said, while in Trinidad, Ali said Dharmalall has resigned. Or Dharmalall asked him to resign. Or told him he's resigning. He said yes. Because Ali can't make a decision. So Dharmalall told Ali he's going to resign. And Dharmalall has resigned. Let me tell you something, Madam Anasie. And all Guyanese. I ask you all again. Given what you know to be Mr. Dildo Boy, have you ever seen Dharmalall act in such a cowardly, soft, stupid manner where he's going to resign because he's innocent? Anasie, do you know who you're dealing with here? Which one of y'all could tell me that you know Dharmalall, who was put in parliament by Jagdeo, not Irfan Ali, because Irfan is not the head of any list. So Jagdeo would have put Dharmalall in parliament, not Irfan Ali. Do you know Dharmalall to be so soft and so polite, so pious and sanctimonious that he would resign because he's innocent? Dharmalall, who stood in House Assembly and told her when she wants a dildo, that fella, according to Irfan Ali, would resign when he's innocent? Let me just inject this right here, and y'all can get as mad as you want. Let me just put this in here now and get as mad as you want. If this girl wants to come forward and say Dharmalall never did anything to her, then he has to be reinstated now. I believe in justice and fairness. Y'all don't play with me here. I believe in justice and fairness. Y'all don't play with me. If she has the nerve to say he never did anything to her and nothing ever happened, the man should not resign. Since that's exactly what they want. No, let's be fair. Let's be fair, please. Since it never happened, and since all of this was some makeup, sham, cocktail, fry, bake, and saltfish, put a man back in parliament. And deal with the girl. I said this to y'all from the beginning, that any female, the law must change in this country, any female in Guyana who falsely accuses a man of rape must be sentenced to life imprisonment. And I'm not changing that. Because if we rape y'all, we're going to jail for life. So if you lie, you must go to jail for life too. Since you want to be pretty and nice and go on appear on the break news or whoever publish it, you must face the full brunt of the law. A finale, as angry as Ghanaians would be based on what I'm saying to you, I'm telling you, if this girl said it never happened, Dharmalall has to go back in Parliament. And he has to be reinstated to his position because it's only fair and it's only right. I don't do what's wrong. I don't play with what is wrong. You can't be right and wrong at the same time. If she said that the man never did it, put the man back in his position. I'm going to protest soon in front of your office. Put this man back. Y'all don't do this. Because I didn't go protesting because I don't like Dharmalall. I stood in protest out of a principle. And in principle, if she has the nerve to say it never happened, he has to go back in office. But before he gets back there, Anasie, this is the part. This is the part. This is the part. This girl had the nerve to say on camera that she's of the view that once he resigned, it would have been calm. What the hell? You feel it's some high school football game you playing here? Wait, and I'll play this video for y'all at some point. I have the clip. You have the face to say that you felt, you 16-year-old girl, that once this man resigned, everything will be calm. What is wrong with you? Wait, they didn't tell you behind the camera, listen, 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 shh, don't say that. Or fix it, or do something else and send a paper to you, say, listen, say this part here. Say that I felt that once he resigned, it would have been calm, but I now call for him to reinstate it because it was wrong. Are you crazy? Are you mad? How can you say that your name is attached to a complaint, to a report, and to a statement that led to this man being arrested, that led to this man being put on $1 million bail? And then you said that you have the view that once he resigned, it's calm. So why did he resign? Tell us all, Anasie. Tell us, since you're smart, and whoever's advising you, why would a sitting minister in this country, the first ever, according to what I know, why would he resign? Why? What would make him resign, Anasie? So Dharmalall resigned because you heard it, because a fake account to you. Again, I never know account you to type, but you said an account typed a letter. And this account that Sonny could type, produce a letter, and a gory, you said, detail about what happened. And this account would make Dharmalall resign? Somebody try to call me. Are you out of your mind? I was in the rain. I was in the sun. I took my child, a boy, 6 years old. I took my children. People took their children. People took themselves. People put their safety on the line. We are being threatened by some stupid dogs in the PvP. And the best that you can do is to sit in front of some camera and say you felt that when Dharmalall resigned, it would be calm. Who the hell you think you're talking to? I spent my money to go to Georgetown. And you felt that once Dharmalall resigned, it's calm. You know why? Because you are of the view, don't play me. You are certainly of the view that there's some arrangement involved here and Dharmalall has to resign. So keep him out of the ministry. He mustn't come back here and I'll go and say that it's normal. Is that what happened? I'm asking you a question. Is that what happened? That he had to promise, or they had to promise you, that he would never come back? And then you say what you said? What's the arrangement? Is there an arrangement? And I'm telling you all, now you're going to know why I'm saying what I'm saying to you. If ever, as they should, child care protection picks you up, and if ever you put before the court and your parents are put before the court, I am not standing for you. Period. Because you can't tell me, or no guy needs to tell me, that your life is more important than mine and my children's lives. You could take that to the septic tank. None of your children are more important than my own. So if you would like to say, and you're okay with saying, that when Dharmalall resigned, you felt things would be calm, but it didn't get calm, so you come now to talk, and you said the public ran with what was said. The public sought to defend you. The public sought to defend your child. The public stood for you. The public stood for your child. You didn't have the manners to say that apart from the APNO AFC, if you want to say that, apart from the APNO AFC players and faces, the other people who stood for me, I'm thankful, because some PPP supporters stood for you and you don't even know it. PPP supporters stood for you. I know I'm telling you. This was not about ethnicity. This was not about race. This was not about party. Jack Dio made it about politics. And I said it is about politics because it involves a political figure. And involves Ali, a political figure. It involves Priya Manichara, a political figure. It involves Vindhya Prasad, a political figure. It involves so many people who are political figures. Princess, I'm telling you, stop telling me the girl is being coerced and somebody behind it. Nobody is behind ingratitude. Then you attacked my people. I told you I have Akwayo in my blood. In my DNA lies the Akwayo tribe. Or the blood of the tribe in my body. And you say the Amerindian People's Association tried to talk about you. You attacked the association that stood for you. That's a part of being coerced too. Good. Okay, fine. So if you could be coerced into saying such disgraceful and ungrateful things about your people, why must I stand with your parents? This is not about you anymore. Why should anybody stand for your parents? Candace, I'm telling you all, let me help you people, man. Those of you who have this notion that this is not the girl, they just found somebody and say, listen, you're Anasie, go and say you're Anasie. I'm addressing that person. Because that person can be found. That person should be found. There's a person named Anasie Fredericks in this country now who must be found. Don't play with me. You think that some fake person could go to the DPP office and the mother and say my child is issuing a no further action statement? That's a fake person? So the mother is a fake person too? Dharmalall today is a free man. Dharmalall has not faced a minute in court because somebody went to the DPP office to deliver something called a no further action statement. Who did that? For there to be a no further action statement made, it has to be made by a person. Who's the person? So y'all don't come to me with this is not the girl. I don't care whether this girl or not the girl. I'm saying to you, whoever sat in the video and talk, I'm talking to you. For there to be a no further action statement, it has to be made by a person. And the Anasie Fredericks, there had to have been action taken for there to be no further action taken. So what was the action taken? A complaint of rape and buggery. You cannot issue a no further action statement to the Guyana Police Force if there was no complaint made. Y'all believe in some rum shop, cake shop, stupid sugar cake stand you running here? You cannot issue a no further action statement in the absence of an action required. And the action required was you want to take Dharmalall to court because he raped and buggered you. And you are going to the extent you on this video, whoever you are, name, you say you're Anasie Fredericks, and you're to put everything to rest. You are talking in the absence of adults, in the absence of attorneys, in the absence of anyone's legal jurisdiction over you. You are talking. Now let me say what was a no further action statement for. Thank you. I conclude with this. I sat, and to my horror, I saw this person who said that her name is Anasie Fredericks apologize to Dharmalall. I saw this person, this individual, apologize to Dharmalall. Listen to me. If you don't understand what you're playing with, your apology to Dharmalall announces if your name is Anasie Fredericks, your name is attached to a police report, your name is attached to a statement, your name is attached to no further action statement, your apology announces. Your apology announces that you are saying that you are responsible for what he went through. If you don't know, he doesn't have to accept your apology. He could take it to court now. If y'all look at this child, when she wrote C-Sec, not C-Sec, common entrance, and look at the video, see the exact person you're dealing with. Because from age 11 or 10 to 16, your features do not change so drastically that you do not see what they look like. And even if it is a completely different person, I'm addressing the name Anasie Fredericks. Because you, Madam Fredericks, need to tell the whole world who from Child Care Protection Agency can make you say that somebody raped you. Who could do that? And if you don't understand what rape is, if you are under 16, it is rape. Whether you like it or not, whether you enjoyed it, whether you felt as if you want to give him some, it's rape. If you are 16 years old and you say that he raped you, the police can only arrest somebody if a report is made or if there is evidence in their hand in the absence of a report. So for example, if the police has a video circulating of you having a man having sex with you and you're younger than 16 years old, the police can arrest the person. Bottom line, if you're 16 years old, then you have to make a complaint to the station, or there has to be a video of you being raped or stuff, and the police will come and not arrest. Good, you're here? Somebody called for me, so I'm back. Hopefully I'm back. So the girl has to show this Anasie Fredericks creature what accounted for your being taken away from your parents, what accounted for your being made at this time in your life to be in custody, what accounted for your being questioned or interviewed by in a clinical environment by Blossom Foundation and the other child agency. What? You have to tell us what made Dharmalall resign. And it could not be because of a fake Facebook account. If you don't have sense, and some of y'all who don't have any sense in this broadcast who talking like you're stupid, Dharmalall knows that the Ghana Police Force has got an entire unit that monitors my broadcast and other people's broadcasts. If you don't know Anasie, they have the ability to investigate and determine an account to be fake. Stop your stupidness. But you see, I want to see you face to face to tell you the rest that I know. That's what I want. I want to sit with you and tell you and your parents just what may have caused you to say, all right, I'm done with this. Because I want you to know that I know exactly what it is. And if you know what's good for you, if you know what is good for you as a child, stop now. The police cannot arrest Dharmalall, even the sham arrest they tried, without a report being in the station. Because that is against the law of Guyana. The police cannot put him on bail. Worse yet, you see, you miss a step. You don't have to lie with sense. Whenever it's advised, you can't lie with sense either. You cannot put a person on bail if there's not a charge or a report made. Because he has the right to ask, what am I being on bail for? What's the complaint? You mean tell me Nigel Hughes would go in breakdown? Nigel Hughes, madam, would go to breakdown with Dharmalall and stand there, hear the police say you're on $1 million bail. And he says, for what? And they say, I don't know. Being figured out by after Anasie does a video, will tell you why you're on bail. Does it work like that? Huh? You honestly think people are so stupid? Dharmalall could walk into breakdown with his attorney, Nigel Hughes, and Nigel Hughes being Nigel Hughes, would go into a breakdown with his client being Dharmalall, and they would stand before the police and say, listen, they hear the police say, well, we have to put you in $1 million bail. More than that, when they walk in the station, the police, and Dharmalall says, I'm here. The police should say, what are you here for? Because you don't have any report against you. What are you here for? Are you here to make a complaint, sir? No. No. I'm here because I just want to see how y'all doing, officer. And then the officer says to them, okay, Mr. Dharmalall, you are on $1,005,000 bail. And he says, oh, for what? We don't know. Because there's no report here. There's no statement here. There's no complaint against you. But we just feel as if we should put you on bail, Mr. Dharmalall. That is what you call jackassery. That's what you call that. I know I coined the word because some people need to understand what it means. Something like that is what you call jackassery. That's what you call donkeyism. That's what jackassery looks like. If you ever want to know what jackassery looks like, that's what it looks like. Just that. Mr. Nigel Hughes, your client has been cleared of all accusations. I therefore like to think that in your normal, before accepting Dharmalal's thing, in your normal behavior, you will be joining me to say that this man Dharmalall should be reinstated, because there's no way that somebody should be as innocent as he is and the victim of a fake account and be made to stay out of parliament. No. Let him represent the people again. Let him be a minister again. Put him back. Let's not forget, Anasie, that Shalimar Ali Haq, the director of public prosecution, had a file in her hand, and she said she needs more investigation. Investigations of what? What did the DPP say she wants to investigate? A fake account? I'm telling you, girl, the Guyana Police Force, remember when they had this what the fella name? Mudwater story. You remember when critic, or no, so whoever said, critic offered, or somebody, Big Smith, offered $1 million or whatever for information into the arrest of Mudwater? Do you all remember that the Guyana Police Force had the means to take computers and figure out exactly who did what? And say, oh, this is the man here? Remember they said that? So you mean to tell me, Miss Madam Anasie Fredericks, on the video, that Guyana Police Force, they do not have an arm any longer that can simply determine if an account is fake? Huh? So you're going to have a minister in the government, the most powerful minister in reference to the 10 regions development being under his watch. You are telling me, madam, that in Guyana, South America, with the Guyana Police Force having all of this at their disposal and being controlled by the PPP and a PPP hack, that they would not say to us, the account is fake? What kind of stupidness you behaving with? So you got all the sense in the world. You're the only person who can know an account is fake. You did your investigation, and you found that an account was typing, not a person. In your investigation, you discovered that an account was typing. That is jackassery. And I call on Child Care Protection Agency to pick up this girl now. Child Care and Protection Agency, please collect this girl now. Because you admitted in your video that Dharmalall has been through a whole lot, so you're sorry. You apologize. But since you apologize, Child Care Protection Agency, please collect this girl now. And this is my final close, because preachers have 2 and 3 closing. My last closing is this. You all remember Melly Mel? Her account is Melly Fucking Mel. I think that's how she has it. Okay. So you believe that with all of the experience Melly Mel has, Missy Fredericks, that you could level such a significantly destructive accusation and Melly Mel would not record what you were saying? Huh? You believe that Melly Mel would not record that which you were saying? Huh? You don't have sense? This girl has dealt, Melly Mel has dealt with so many complaints and so many attacks to the police force. Don't you think that she would record what you're saying? Do you know what will happen to you? If Melly Mel were to publish those conversations, and she should, and then you can see, according to Guyanese, how badly this grow. You want how badly this grow? Well, let Melly Mel only get enough of your foolishness and decide that since you want to walk this road with me, bam! Then you can see how bodies grow. Then you're going to understand. But for the record, And to reiterate, Child Care and Protection Agency, please collect this girl. Because she must tell you what is behind her doing this video. Who are the people behind this video? What is the danger she faces? Why did she do this? Given all that we know to be the facts. Who put you in the room to talk and ensure that you included the comradeship around? Because you're so smart. You ensured you cover all the bases. So you got on the video and you ensured you covered the superintendent in Region 2. So you got there to say, okay, I made the statement to comradeship around. You ensured that you included that person because you know he's in trouble. Not only dug a deeper hole for him. You included certain points that you know were found in the second statement with the nonsensical dribble that you issued. Because remember you said, and critic told you, I told you, you can write some statement and send it some taxi, some garbage. But what is even most important is that in this video statement, this last one here, you had the nerve to not even mention once that you recall having a file being sent to the Director of Public Prosecutions, and that you said that you are issuing or you want no further action to be taken. You that smart? Eh, Pickney? Pickney head some basa basa? You not get sense, Pickney? Eh? You head guru guru? You not get brains? Eh? How you go forget? How you go forget? For say that you know that a file been sent to the Director of Public Prosecution and your name upon them. You don't get sense? Huh? Oh, pick me out. You don't get sense for no? Eh? How you gonna make one statement like that? And you never once say in the video that you say you never have no more action. Correct? You don't understand English. English is too hard for you all to understand. So let me talk as if I'm from countryside then. You don't get sense. You don't get brains. One statement got for me. Somebody say, me no want no more action. Me no want no more story. Who said that? Who? You sat and you have a whole video with their break news critic, but you can't once say that you are the person who said you want no further action. That is how stupid you want to be. Well, you're going to see how badly this grows. You are going to see exactly how deception gets you where you are. Oh, the tangled web we weave. When we at first seek to deceive you, gonna learn. Because like your brain don't function well, you're gonna learn the hard way. Since your head basa basa, because I have listened to your statement, I will play your statement, and I shall, what my channel call it, I shall react to your statement live on a broadcast to show the whole world the discombobulated foolishness you talk, the jackassery, the donkeyism, the no-senseism, stupidness you talk. You're gonna learn. Oh, the tangled web we weave, baby girl. You can learn. And I am here to tell the world, because I know some young text me. I saw some of you are going to call my phone and you're going to say to me, Apostle, please stand with this girl. Don't do it. Do not do it. If there's one thing that I know to do, is to draw the line with people. You understand me? Now, if some other person shows up and say, listen, no, the person in the video is not me. That was the wrong person. I'm the real Anasie Fredericks. I will stand with you. But for as long as that face in the video remains you, I would never defend you until you retract that stupidness you said. And I missed this. Sorry. You all bear with me for a minute, because I missed this part. In order for Anasie Fredericks to retract, or what you call recant, you hear me? There had to be a report to the station. There had to be a file with the DPP. In order for her to issue a no further action statement, in other words, she had to recant. I want you all to understand. There are legal grounds on which she can still be dealt with and made to answer. So Madam said she's not going to speak about this again. Oh, you bad like that? You bad like that? You could tell the whole world and those in reference to the courts of law that you would never talk again. Was that an arrangement that was made? That you make this one statement and whatever benefit you have would be had because of the statement you've made? Or you would never talk again? Oh, really? My brother, good to see you. Shalom, up. Oh. You don't seem to understand that in law, for you to recant, you had to first have a statement on record, baby girl. Whoever counsel you into a whole septic tank. Doesn't septic tank, listen, they counsel you into a latrine pit, into what they call in the South a John in the US. They counsel you into a septic tank. And the septic tank too clean, so they put you in a John in a outside toilet. I am not standing with you. Y'all can go stand with her. Me? Never again. Because they counsel you right. For you to recant, girl, there had to be a cant then, because some of y'all don't understand when I talk legal term. For you to recant, you have to cant first. You had to have something said. So what you're going to do is you're going to tell us who are the people who didn't, you said in your video, you said they didn't have your best interest at heart. You said the people didn't have your best interest at heart. So they wanted to victimize and do all kinds of things to you. Hence, you made a report that a man raped and burgled you. Are you out of your mind? I hope critic and those could get you out of what you're into, because it's not going to be easy for you. I'm telling you that this is not going to be an easy climb for you, and I would not be anywhere on the train to help you. You had to recant, and under what conditions, according to law, did you recant? Oh, you have to say it. The court don't accept your foolishness. Critics accept it. And donkeys could accept that. But people with sense won't accept that, because the law doesn't permit you to recant just like that. What made you recant? Are you threatened? Were you promised something? Which I think is the case. Were you promised anything? Were you made an offer that you can't refuse? Were you given a mansion? Did they take you around Georgetown and all over the place and show you some big houses and say, listen, you can have this house. It's in your name now. And when you get to 18, you live inside. What did they promise you? Did they promise to change your identity and send you overseas? If any offer was made and the court finds out, you can go to jail. And those who offered it will go to jail. Were you in any way experiencing through your family a threat Did your family experience threats to say, listen, if y'all don't make the girl stop, he'll kill y'all? You have to have, according to law, a cause for recanting. You don't just say, I don't want anything to happen anymore, I'm done. So if you feel that the PPP shall be in power forever, you're wrong. And at some point, if any other administration goes into power and they have the means to get you, you're going to have to answer. But I said, as I bid you all goodbye, the PPP doesn't know to stop. Because they know that Dharmalall was made a public spectacle. And they know that he had to resign because of the pressure that was put on this whole situation, because this whole situation. So what do you do? What do? You seek to crush the one who complained, to the point whereby she appears to be now the villain. And you, for whatever reason, Anasie, bought into their game, whether through your parents, through some family member or somebody else. You have played right into the PPP's chess game, and now it's a checkmate for you, because you are now at Dharmalall's mercy. I close by saying, you, Dharmalall, Irfan Ali, Priya Manik Chand, the superintendent in Sibaran, should all be made to take a polygraph or a lie detector test. If you are so innocent of any fake account business, Anasie, you should be the first to say, I want to take a lie detector test to clear all of this for once and for all. Why should you not do it? You should take a lie detector test. You should have Dharmalall sit right beside you as well in the room and take a lie detector test. Take a polygraph test, since you are so honest. And I remind you that members of the Guyana Police Force took one and failed miserably. Big boys. And they failed. I mean, after all, if Dharmalall is so innocent, he should be the first on the line too. And we want it to be taken live so we can all see the results of when the questions are asked. Can you all do that? Anasie, you forgot that Priya Manik Chand, Priya said, my girl Pri said that she sent or made the chief education officer contact the school to find you. And you, Priya said, you said that you meet with them on the further date. Why didn't you chide Priya and say that you don't know why Priya Manik Chand lied? Why did you not say that Priya Manik Chand issued a false statement? Because Priya said that she sent the message or instructed the CEO according to protocol to reach out to you. Why didn't you mention Priya as lying and the CEO as having lied too? So Priya is against you as well, because Priya has lied, according to you. You playing your head in good? Huh? You playing your crazy? You don't understand what happens to crazy people. Because the law will deal with you. Since you want to play stupid, the law will deal with you. Since you want to make, I don't care what. If people threaten my whole family, I would not make such a stupid statement. At least make it sound sensible. Don't talk like you have no sense. Oh, so Priya issued a statement on her Facebook page that was clear that she was in a meeting for CSA because the people in Jamaica stole some exam papers. And Priya in Guyana had to sit in the meeting. She couldn't attend to you. And in that meeting, Priya would have said or instructed the CEO to make contact with you or to find you, and he did. And Priya in her statement said that you, Anasie, you said that you will meet with them at a later date. You, madam, you, girl, didn't call Priya out for lying, so you have to preserve Priya. Huh? You can only charge those who not PVP. You can't touch the PVP elements who got you this hot water. Alright, good. Okay, Anasie, since you have no right to touch any PVP member, they're going to leave you right where you are. And I know the PPP well. I know the People's Progressive Party very well. And I can tell you, Anasie Fredericks, with all that's in my body, I could tell you that these people would rub your face. Tell you, come girl, just issued a statement and we're going to ensure that we protect you. And they tell your parents, we're going to ensure that nothing happens. We protect you at all costs. Nobody can do you nothing. And London and them can only go and protect, but they can't touch you. We can do this and we can ensure the police can't do anything to you. And they may bring some of the big boss of the police force who have to lick their butts. They bring them and say, listen, ensure this girl is taken care of. And they're going to put on a big show. And then you feel confident that Bharat got my back. Or Irfan got my back, whoever it is, I don't know which one it is, but somebody has to be big in power to make you convinced that you would be protected. And then, when it all hits the fan, they would back out and leave you by yourself. Mark my words. I hope listen to me. With all that's in my being, I know Melly Mel, in reference to her social media character, she will, if you want to provoke this girl, she would post exactly the conversations you've had with her, and then you both can fly over Kaito Falls. Y'all do well. Until we meet again. Remember, the next video I'm doing soon, I will play the video that she did. And I'm going to, what my children call, react to the video. So bit by bit, we're going to listen to it. And I'll show you the points in this video where this girl is speaking as if you have no sense. What you call discombobulated. Thank you all for your time. If you are willing, please share this broadcast. Go to Melly Fucking Mel's page. That's her Facebook handle. And I think she's posted one of the said things I talked about. Because I know Melly Mel in reference to her character. She would do it because your eyes pass this big woman. Y'all do well.